Round one, fight!
We'll shut him down because all we're going to talk about is how Spence is flat-footed, how he fights one-dimensional. But that, some people,
if that's what they think, like, if that's what they think that they'll get shut down, well, that means they're not confident in their guy. Come on, they must be able to in their guy like that.
I mean, Chan, I can give an impression of a Spence fan if you want.
Huh?
I can impersonate a Spence fan if you want. Like I could act like what I think they'll say if you want.
Let's do an impersonation of not of a Spence fan, of an aerosexual. There's a difference. Of a fan.
AJ.
Oh,
yes.
God.
You doing that is the equivalent of you selling yourself a birthday card.
Okie doke. So we're gonna have us doing.
Ready?
All right, shouts out. We've got AJ all day, and he's here for Team Spence, I think. Hey, AJ. What up, girl? So,
what up?
Thank you for doing the show, and we're here to talk about who wins, how they win, and as I understand, are you here for Team Spence or Team Bud? Is it Spence?
Team Spence. Team Spence. I got Spence in this fight all the way. I think the reason why he, I just think, he's just too big. The size, he started his career at 154, and he's going to rehydrate probably to like 175 on the night of the fight. He's just going to be way too big for Bud, and I think that he's going to go to Bud's body. He's going to get him against the ropes. Bud won't be able to withstand his body attack. And, the accident didn't affect him in the slightest. And honestly, Bud's never fought anybody. Like, who has he fought? Like, seriously. He fought a one-legged Jose Benavidez. Sean Porter was washed when he stopped him, and Kell Brook was washed. And who the hell was the Mean Machine guy? The Mean Machine dropped him. He made him take a knee. So it's like, it's like, come on, man. This fight won't even be competitive. I got Spence like probably stopping probably 7 rounds, like round 7 stoppage, but like Spence all the way.
Yes, AJ. Oh, I need to have a go at that. Let's play the switcheroo game. This is a new game. All right, so. We usually are. We're going to do this with Lisa. We're going to do this with Kenny. And we are going to... So if you're usually Team Spence, I want you to say what you think that, what you hear, the Bud, the fanboys, the Bud fanboys, or the Bud sexuals. What do they call them? The Budaholics? I don't know, whatever. It's all oh God, disappeared. It disappeared. Oh, okay. All right. So AJ, you can or Kenny Ken, you can ask Shanny, like, I'm gonna be like an Errol supporter now. Let's go. Who wants to answer me the question? So this is what we're gonna do. Go ahead.
Round one, fight.
Okay, Chan, who's Team Bud or Team Spence?
What's up, guys? Big fish all day. We're going to smoke us a pack of Bud.
Nice. So how do you think, what round do you see Spence stopping Bud? Because, Bud's not going to win. So how do you, do you see accumulation of damage or?
He just stops him. He's too big. He's too strong. He stops him.
Does it go halfway? Does it go to halfway? Or
Nah. Fat Bomac gonna throw in the towel.
That's what's up. For sure. You think he'll wave it or just a complete throw in due to the damage?
His fat ass will throw it in. But too little, too small. He ain't fought nobody. Who he fought?
So we going fishing?
Gamboa. Gamboa dropped him. Wobbled him. Capablascus dropped him. And David Kardashian. Yeah, Bud had
that bum. He fought that bum.
problems with David Kardashian.
Yeah, that dude was a bum, man, for real.
Yeah, he a bum. Bud a bum. Bomac a bum. He Camp a bum. They're all bums. Yo, big fish.
I got a question. You know, wins on 29th. Is it gonna be an immediate rematch? Do you think Bud is gonna want to fight?
Rematch. Oh my god! I thought you said a midget rematch. I was like, well,
you gonna immediate rematch? Is he gonna, or do you think Bud's ain't gonna want more of that smoke?
He ain't gonna want it. See, this is what the Errol lot say. This is what Errol said. It's gonna be a one-sided beat down. So, he's not even gonna access that rematch clause. Yeah.
Do you think Bud is going to retire because
if we're going by what Errol said, it's a no. No, he's going to beat Bud so comprehensively. We're going to smoke a pack of Bud. That's what they're saying. That's what they say. In my opinion, Ken, that's what they've quibbled and gone back and forth for a rematch clause. So you twos use it. If that's what it's there for, isn't it? It's there to be used. But do we really want to talk about this, guys? Do we really want to see a rematch? Lisa, I don't know what you're doing. I need to mute you, girl. It's something's rubbing up, and so let me mute you. Something's rubbing on there. Yeah.
Well, on a serious level with the judges. When I look at this fight and I look at the money that these guys are looking to make, I smell something dirty. I smell draw. I smell a draw. Don't you guys?
Who we fight though to get that draw?
I smell a draw.
That's why I can't go to the cards.
He ain't fought nobody. That's why he got a draw. He came in there. Errol. It's Errol. Errol came in there. The weight cut. I thought he had a good camp. No, he can't work. He can't work good. We're gonna hear a million excuses. That's what we're gonna hear. His camp trash. They pay too much attention to Joshua.
Yeah, but
how do you know? Were you in camp with him? No, but how do you know? Were you in camp with him? How do you know that? Like,
no, but on a serious, the Errol Spence fans, if it's too close to call and it goes to Bud, they're gonna go absolutely ballistic.
Robbery.
They're gonna say robbery.
We need to, but Ken, people like us listen. If Bud loses fair and square, and may I say fair and square, we know who the best welterweight is. And it will be
it's undisputable.
Without a doubt. Without question.
There's daylight between them and everyone else. Whoever wins is the best. The argument's over. That's the thing. You can have the best of 5 all you want, but we only care about the first fight. You know what I mean? We only have the best of 5.
Round 1, fight.
Things, yeah.
I normally don't get mad at the comments, but bro, Bud switch hitting is so overrated. He fights 80% of he fights 85% of the time in southpaw. He fights an orthodox for like maybe 2 to 3 rounds. Then he fights like the last 9 rounds until the stoppage in southpaw. He fights an orthodox until once he start getting hit, he switches. It ain't like he's switching fluidly. He does it at the beginning of the round most of the time, or in between rounds off the break.
Hey, go back to what you said. I believe that
he goes back in the straight line because it's like him and Shakur does something with distance. They know where their feet is. So when he's jumping back, he's usually taller than his opponents. And I believe that's why he jumped straight back, because he usually has that height and that range. But with Spence, they're like the same height. So unless he fights somebody taller, I think that's just what he's going to keep doing. But you are right.
Yeah, I'm about to say I can see how he win, but I could go into like details and film and hours and hours of stuff I watch, but like if you want to dumb it,
I feel that Spencer's had too much damage. That plays a part of it. That retina, nobody could tell me that's not going to be a problem. Yes, you fought Ugas. We saw your teeth leave the Buddhism. Your teeth was out. You got in a couple bits of problems with Ugas, who is not a known puncher. He's not.
In addition to getting knocked in the ropes, he got stunned twice.
He got hit with 2 punches after the ref said stop.
No, how many
times? No. I counted. Okay,
Right.
One time he got knocked into the ropes. Then the second time they was exchanging, and he got stunned twice.
Got stunned twice 3 times in that fight.
So
But shout out, he pulled it. You know, Ugas stood there like a punching bag on fucking legs, and yeah.
That's what happened when you ain't got no legs, because you've been punching your hip all night. You can't move.
I mean,
you get punched in your hip all night. By the 5th, 6th round, you can't move no more.
But you know, 4 loss Ugas ain't really anything to brag about. Yeah. You know, we do know Bud has taken. You know, Errol Spence has never fought beaten an undefeated, or even faced an undefeated fighter.
Okay.
Ocampo.
Champ. Sorry, an undefeated champ.
Oh,
champ. Let me just rectify.
Oh Lord, we talking about resumes. Good God Almighty.
Yeah, we do. You know why we talk about?
That's right.
I was thinking the best names on Bud resume is like people that Keith Thurman and Spence beat first.
Okay, but the best, look, let me just give you the accolades. Whether people that their fighters hasn't got the best resume, your fighter's only been at one division. So, you know, we like our geezers lineal 2 times. Our geezers undefeated, undisputed, 3 division champ. Like, when you could compare that, then we'll speak to you. Then you lot started the other side of the street. So we all know why Bud couldn't get the PBC fighters. And
Tim Bradley started that years ago.
Okay, yeah, but then guess who took the baton? Guess Sprints. Yeah. Errol Sprints. He took that and ran with it too.
Only thing I can say about resume is you can name Danny Garcia. Outside of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia is better than everybody that's Bud fought on his resume. That one name is better than everybody that's on it.
He's done nothing in welterweight.
I ain't talking about welterweight. I'm saying in general.
140. He's talking about 140. I know what he's talking about.
I'm saying in general, they're still better, because who is Bud fought at 47? That's a notable name that Spence ain't fought or Thurman ain't fought. It's the same thing.
You as an avid boxing watcher, you know why Bud couldn't fight who Spence fought. Let's not play dumb. You know why he couldn't.
He tried to fight Danny and Thurman, but they didn't want it.
He wasn't allowed to. No PBC fighters was crossing the other side of the street. You know it. I know it.
Out of all the top guys Spence fought, they fought all the same people but Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia
sent Danny an offer. It was turned down.
Danny Garcia.
I'm not giving him flex for that.
47. He ain't done nothing at 47. When you lot are talking about this one-legged business that Bud fought, you know, Jose Benavidez, how comes you guys were so happy when Danny Garcia beat him years later, coming off a draw, and then he went
I don't care about either one of them dudes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Everybody was like, Danny Garcia was in that middle of the ring crying like he just fought Muhammad Ali.
Oh, I don't care about neither one of them.
But then why you bring it up then?
You mentioned him there.
Because we're talking about resumes.
Yeah, so that's
okay. But see, I can trump everything. Bud beat Jeff Horn, who beat Pacquiao, Hall of Fame.
Everybody argue all the time that Jeff Horn got a gift and Pacquiao got robbed.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna be petty. See, we can go tit for tat about everything, you know.
But to his defense, Ugas beat Pacquiao. I mean, like It's over.
Yeah, true.
Don't that
So,
make it a why?
but how comes it's good for when Spence beats the guy that beats Pacquiao, old washed up Pacquiao, may I add? But when Bud beats the guy that beats a much younger Pacquiao, it's a problem. So, mate, this is the channel where, you know, we deal with stats, facts, and data. It's not going to be able to go above our heads. Like I said, I'm not made out of sugar. Like I'm built for this. Don't get this all twisted out here. Like you're not going to be able to pull slick ones here.
I'm a Bud fan, but to his defense, I don't think nobody give Spence credit for beating Ugas. He was supposed to do that.
I was saying we don't get credit for that at all.
One thing that we don't do, guess what we don't do? We don't talk over the host. That's what we don't do. All right? I give respect, you give it straight back. Is that the deal? We don't talk over. I let everybody speak. All right? So what we're going to do is... Huh? Say?
All that shit about Crawford resume. Oh, that shit cap.
And then what you've just said, I could just dismiss it as cap as well. So, you know, it's cap on both sides then. You know?
It's on film. Most of the undefeated fighters that he fought, you go to their resume, the person they beat to get the belt was a nobody.
Oh, well, such is life. Crawford didn't give birth to them. It's not his fault. He fought who the champions was, just like who Errol fought who the champions was. That's it. If you want to play semantics, we can break it all down. I've already did a resume and deep dive on both of their resumes. So, like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. When he beat Jose Benavidez, he was one-legged. Well, now 6 years later, or 5 years later, or 4 years later, he was still more one-legged and with a defeat. But when it was your guy that beat him on the PVC, nothing was scrutinized. But when Bud took his O and he was fresher, that was scrutinized. When Jeff Horn gets beaten,
fight him.
And Jeff Horn gets beaten as the big guy that beat Pacquiao, whether you think it's a gift or not, okay, well, Ugas wasn't even the real champ.
Yeah, everything working on my end now, LadyChann. Thank you.
You're not going to beat me in this one.
You said Crawford took who's O? Because when you talking about Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez, Spence didn't fight him.
Jose Benavidez.
Spence. I'm going to say Spence never fought him.
I said, but when you was just giving props to Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is this, that, and the other. I said, Danny Garcia has done nothing at 147. And he went up to 154. I didn't hear any critique for Danny Garcia being an old, one-legged, undefeated fighter. And then when Bud did it and stopped him in the 12th round, you guys said he was one-legged and that wasn't, and he was undefeated, but he's one-legged, so that discounts everything.
Now to you guys, I never cared to see that fight at 54 in the first place. I watched two welterweights fight at a different weight class.
You did bring up Danny Garcia
because we comparing resumes. Danny Garcia's resume outside of Sean Porter is better than everything on Terrence Crawford's resume. If you go by the people that both of them fought, the people that he's fought is better. At
147, you talking about?
They're better, period. Danny Garcia is better than Ndongo, Jeff Horn, and all the other people that you're talking about.
That's your opinion. You've got nothing. Yeah, that's not a fact, but that's your opinion. King Asia Math, what up, Dad?
Thank you.
Let the panel know if we can. Panel, can we hear him now? Can he hear? He can hear us, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't hear y'all. What the situation was, I couldn't hear you all, so I had to go back and reset my device. And yeah, y'all heard. And I'm watching on two devices, so I could hear you from my TV, but I couldn't hear you from the device I'm speaking on. But it's all good right now. Thank you for having me up on the panel.
We got Flossie Sports TV. You got a pal with you now, Flossie. You got a pal. You got another Spence pal. Go ahead.
I was like, it ain't even about this. He said that's an opinion. You could compare him and the other person. Then you look at those resumes, and the person that you're talking about on Crawford's resume has fought nobody. Literally nobody.
And Chan, you remember my Spence impression? Remember then I say he fought nobody? You remember I said that?
Yeah, we always say that. They always say that. Oh, Buds hasn't fought nobody. So if he ain't fought nobody, listen, how comes he's undisputed? He ain't fought nobody. He's fought champions clearly, and they was undefeated champs as well.
And
Don't
when
care what quality of champ they was a champ.
the quality matters.
Okay, well then
This is-
Errol Spence's quality is trash then as well because he's fought no undefeated champs. That quality matters as well. Good for the goose, good for the gander.
Undefeated don't matter when your record's inflated.
The best win
when your
on
record's inflated, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
So-
Really does. More impressive.
There
So
might be an undefeated belt holder that never fought in the States and get blew out as soon as you fight a top guy.
Yeah, an undefeated belt holder for me. It looks impressive. And things in context. When you put things in context, you guys know why Bud didn't have access. It's like we're just repeating ourselves. It's like beating a new horse. We already know why Bud couldn't fight the PBC guys. Because the PBC guys, Al Heyman weren't allowing them to do that because he knew that the loss would be in the booties. The belts would leave the booties. He knew that. Al knew that. Al was stupid.
I mean, that's another subject.
So could I ask him a question, sis? Let me ask you a question.
What is his name? The one with the E. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I don't know his name.
Wait, hold on. Lisa,
we're gonna blame it on sides of the street, and he ended up fighting all of them anyway, but Danny Garcia and Ugas.
Let me ask you something.
When he got Crawford, got it too. They ended up fighting. Still.
Okay, what's your name?
Let me.
Flossie Sports TV.
Let Lisa talk. Lisa wants to ask you something.
Yeah, because maybe we don't all hear each other. That's what I'm saying. Flossie Sports. Let me add entertainment. So who's the best win on Danny Garcia's CV in your opinion?
Yeah, you go a lot of different ways. You got the Red Catch fight. Who else he beat?
The Red Catch fight.
He got Red Catch, Zab Judah, Eric Morales twice, Amir Khan.
Oh, you said Red Catch.
Right there, I just got you. Okay, Lucas Matisse. Yeah. Eric Morales was older though.
Tevin Farmer beat out with Red Catch.
Did he fight Brandon Rudo?
Yeah, but okay, you're just saying that. You're saying the other guys old, but Eric definitely a Hall of Famer, no doubt. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Go on. Want to hear the rebuttal?
I'm listening.
Yeah, no, she said it. Go ahead. Rebut.
Well, about them being old.
Because we're not talking about no Ivan Redcatch, really. Are we really doing that? Okay.
I mean, who did Julius and Dungo beat?
He was a champ, sir. So
no. Now when we talking about people being old, and I bring it back,
and Ricky Burns.
He's a champ.
He's a champ.
And who has Ricky Burns beat?
But Flossie Sport and LadyChann, these are good talking points. These are good talking points, and we've been talking this for definitely over since COVID. Yeah, 5 years. Mm-hmm. What I mean, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yeah. But with all the facts, exactly, that's what I was about to get to. So unless it's just hey, we just want to hear each other talk and who sound good. In a way, it does matter. I feel Smith's going to beat him because really that's just what my intuition is telling me. Yeah, I know it's things going to say, oh, it's just your intuition. No, both of them are undefeated. So one is 30-something guys couldn't beat him, and one is 20-something guys couldn't beat him. So that's proof enough that both of them belong in the ring with each other. Now, yes, looking at the body of work that they put in at 147, one seemed like it weighs a little bit more to the favor of the other, which I feel like it's the guy that I feel going to win the fight. But regardless of that, how heavy one bag is versus the other, I feel both fighters did what they had to do to get to the point that they're at. And only on July 29th will we know what the difference maker will be.
Yeah, so we're here to do star for star breakdown. This is what my show, just because you lot come along and only found me now doesn't mean I changed my show for you lot. If we want to talk about what we're talking about, we will. It's just for you lot to fit in, not for us.
I'm just saying when I bring up something.
You guys are new to the panel, so we're talking about some new stuff that like star for style breakdowns. We talked about star for style breakdowns straight away. We already knew that anybody coming from Team Spence was going to say the stuff that you said, because I don't know if you was watching the show long enough. We already did impersonations of all of you, and before even knowing that you was coming on. So shouts out when you do the playback gang, you'll actually see us doing it you guys, because you come in with the script as usual. You ain't fault nobody.
Everything I say is a fact, bro.
Man, like we hear this every day, all day, every day. He got dropped by Kyle Velasquez. He fought Kim Kardashian. Like we've heard it all. Like it's boring. We've did it. We've said it. We've lived it. Like you guys have just come in to repeat stuff. So like we're just hearing you out. Like we already knew what you was going to
say. When I bring up a resume, you say they old. When I bring up somebody, you say they undefeated.
No. I said what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If it was rubbish when Bud fought him, it's rubbish when Spence fought him. If it was rubbish when Spence fought him, it's rubbish when Bud fought him. That's what we're going to do, because you guys do that guys do that with not you so much, but the Tyson Fury fans, some of the Deontay Wilder fans, which I guess that you guys are as well. But you know, you do that same sort of stuff as well. He ain't fought nobody, but he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Here we just keep it a buck. We talk boxing, and that's it. Whoever don't like it, sorry. Like I said, not made out of sugar. You don't really have to tread around me lightly. I'm built for this. I do with stats, facts, and data. If you can give me some stats, facts, and data, I'm down for it. I like to learn. But until then, when everybody comes in with this fucking script about he ain't fought nobody, resumes.
You think the resume don't mean shit as long as you're an undefeated belt holder?
Yeah, it is. So fighters that don't have good resumes, you know when people support a fighter that doesn't really have a good resume, all of a sudden resumes don't matter. But ask them, does a resume matter why you like Muhammad Ali? Because of his fucking resume. Anyway, shouts out to me. Anyway, mic drop. Ain't got time for it. Let's move along.
Hey, but LadyChann, can I be...
Well done. Outstanding. Impressive. Excellent. Test your might. Test your luck.